There is no limit to how far you can go, no ceiling to what you can achieve, only the limitations you impose on yourself. The world belongs to those who are willing to take it, to those who refuse to settle, to those who develop an unshakable mindset that does not bend, does not break, and does not hesitate. You were not put here to be average, to make excuses, or to live a life of regret. You were put here to dominate, to push past every boundary, to shatter every expectation, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of anything. But none of that will happen if you do not harden your mind, if you do not develop a level of ruthlessness that allows you to crush every obstacle in your path. There will be days when you feel exhausted, when your body wants to stop, when your mind tells you that you've done enough. That is the exact moment when you must push harder, because that is when growth happens. That is when you separate yourself from the weak, from the undisciplined, from those who will never taste success. It is easy to be relentless when everything is going well. It is easy to be motivated when the results are showing, but what about when nothing is happening? What about when you are grinding day in and day out and there is no reward, no progress, nothing but struggle? That is where most people break. That is where they decide that maybe this isn't for them. That is where they choose to go back to their comfort zone. And that is exactly why they will never win. You have to understand that everything you want exists on the other side of suffering. The version of yourself that is unstoppable, unbreakable, and undeniable will only emerge after you have endured more than you thought possible. When you refuse to quit, when you refuse to back down, when you refuse to accept anything less than greatness, then, and only then, will you rise to the top. People love to talk about their dreams, about their goals, about what they are going to achieve. But talking means nothing. Action is everything. Every second you spend thinking about what you could do is a second wasted. Stop thinking, start executing. Stop making plans, start attacking. Stop waiting, start moving. Because while you are sitting there debating your next move, someone else is out there making theirs. And that person will leave you behind. You need to understand that your competition is not sleeping. They are working, training, pushing themselves to the limit while you are still deciding if you feel like doing the work. And when the time comes to prove yourself, it will already be too late. Because success is not built in moments of comfort, it is built in the trenches, in the suffering, in the pain. It is built in the lonely hours when no one is watching, when there is no applause, no validation, nothing but the grind. Ruthlessness means eliminating every excuse. It means cutting off every distraction. It means sacrificing what is comfortable for what is necessary. It means making a commitment to yourself that nothing, not fear, not pain, not fatigue, will stop you. Because if you allow yourself to make even one excuse, you have already lost. Excuses are a disease, and if you let them take hold, they will spread until they control you completely. You do not have time to waste. Every second you spend hesitating is a second you will never get back. Every moment you spend doubting yourself is a moment that could have been spent growing, improving, and dominating. You must move with urgency, with precision, with absolute focus. Because if you do not take control of your time, someone else will. And do not expect anyone to understand your vision. Do not expect people to support you. Most people are too weak to chase their own dreams, so they will try to convince you that yours are impossible. Ignore them. Their doubt is their problem, not yours. Their fear is their weakness, not yours. You do not need approval. You do not need validation. You need action. Most people will never achieve greatness because they are too concerned with what others think. They are afraid to be judged, afraid to fail, afraid to look foolish. But those who are ruthless do not care about any of that. They move with confidence, with power, with an unwavering belief that nothing and no one can stop them. There will be moments when you feel alone on this journey, moments when you wonder if it's even worth it, but that is when you must remind yourself why you started. You must remember that every sacrifice, every struggle, every sleepless night is building you into something greater. You must remind yourself that the pain is temporary, but the rewards are forever. The weak will always choose what is easy, what is safe, what is comfortable. That is why they remain average. But you are not weak. You were not born to be ordinary. You were born to conquer, to dominate, to rise above every limitation. But none of that will happen unless you make a decision that from this moment forward, you will no longer tolerate excuses, you will no longer accept mediocrity, you will no longer allow fear to control you. Because the truth is, there is no secret to success. There is no shortcut, no easy way. There is only the work, the suffering, the sacrifice. And if you are not willing to go all in, if you are not willing to bleed for your dreams, then you do not deserve them. Be ruthless in your execution, be relentless in your pursuit, be unstoppable in your mindset, and watch as the world bends to your will. Success is not given, it is taken. The world does not owe you anything, and if you are waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or a stroke of luck, you will be waiting forever. The only thing that stands between you and everything you desire is the level of your ruthlessness, the unwavering commitment to your vision, the discipline to execute. Most people live their lives making excuses, and the relentless mindset that refuses to accept mediocrity for their failures. But the truth is, circumstances don't define you, your mindset does. It is easy to blame the world, to say you didn't have the right support, the right connections, or the right resources. But while you sit there complaining, someone else with fewer advantages is grinding harder, pushing further, and refusing to stop until they win. Ruthless mentality is not about being heartless, it is about being relentless. It means you do not wait for permission, you do not wait for motivation, and you do not need someone to hold your hand. You create your own fire and you keep feeding it even when you feel exhausted, even when nothing seems to be working, even when every part of you wants to quit. Because the truth is, success is only you must be willing to wake up earlier than everyone else and stay up later. You must be willing to work when no one is watching, to keep moving forward when the results are not immediate. Most people only push when they see progress, but ruthless individuals push even when they see nothing. They push when it's painful, they push when their bodies and minds are screaming at them to stop, because they understand that the process is supposed to be brutal. They embrace the struggle because they know it is forging them into something stronger. Every weakness you have, every excuse you make, every limitation you believe in, it is all an illusion. It is a story you have told yourself so many times that you started believing it. But the truth is, you are capable of far more than you think. Your body can endure more, your mind can break through any barrier, and your willpower is limitless, if you decide that it is. The only thing stopping you is your willingness to accept a version of yourself that is less than what you are truly capable of becoming. You do not get a trophy for trying, you get a trophy for winning. You do not get respect for working hard, you get respect for dominating. And the only way to dominate is to develop a mindset so unbreakable that nothing, no failure, no setback, no obstacle can stop you. When others complain about how difficult it is, you push harder. When others break under pressure, you rise. When others quit, you double down. Because you are not like them. You are built differently. You are willing to go to war with yourself, to battle your weaknesses, and to conquer your fears. Fear is an illusion. It exists only in your mind. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not that one group has no fear, it's that one group acts despite their fear. They do not let doubt, hesitation, or discomfort control them. They move forward even when every fiber of their being wants to retreat. That is the definition of ruthlessness. That is what separates the strong from the weak. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you are choosing a future filled with regret. Every time you hesitate, every time you back down, every time you choose the easy road, you are reinforcing the mindset of weakness. But when you push through, when you force yourself to take action, despite the fear, despite the discomfort, you are building the foundation of an unstoppable mind. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, moments when it seems like the effort is pointless, when the struggle feels endless. That is the exact moment where champions are made, because the weak quit when they see no results, but the ruthless keep going, knowing that their time will come. They do not need validation, they do not need to see instant progress. They trust the process, they trust themselves. They know that as long as they keep moving forward, nothing can stop them. Most people want success, but they are not willing to suffer for it. They want the rewards, but not the pain. They want the results, but not the struggle. That is why most people fail, because they are not willing to bleed for their dreams. They do not want it bad enough. If you truly want to be unstoppable, you must become addicted to discomfort. You must seek out pain, because pain is the only thing that will make you stronger. Do not run from difficulty. Embrace it. Every challenge, every obstacle, every setback, it is all an opportunity to grow. The weak see failure as the end. The ruthless see failure as fuel. Every time they fall, they rise stronger. Every time they are knocked down, they come back even harder. To say no to distractions, to cut off anything that does not serve your vision. This is not a game, this is war. And in war, you cannot afford to be soft. You cannot afford to let emotions control you. You must be willing to be ruthless with your time, ruthless with your energy, and ruthless with your focus. Because every second wasted is a second you will never get back. Every excuse you make is an opportunity lost. Do not wait for motivation. Motivation is fleeting, it is weak. Discipline is what separates the winners from the losers. The ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it, that is the ultimate weapon. If you master discipline, you become unstoppable. Because while others are waiting to feel like taking action, you are already miles ahead. The truth is, you already have everything you need to succeed. You do not need permission, you do not need the right circumstances. You need to make a decision that from this moment forward you will operate on a different level, that you will no longer tolerate mediocrity, that you will no longer allow weakness to control you, and once you make that decision, the most relentless version of yourself, you do not hesitate. You do not entertain doubt, you move with absolute conviction. Because the moment you commit fully, the universe has no choice but to align with your will. This is your time, this is your moment. No one is coming to save you, no one is going to do the work for you. It is you versus you. Either you rise or you remain the same. The choice is yours.